Hello, this is Debbie from Inspired and Unextinguishable, and I'm taking a video for the first time uh, beside the Tow River where I live. This is a beach where a lot of people around here come and have come, and there was a relatively large area where children and families would come beside it, and in the summer especially, in the warm weather, and bathe and swim right in that area that my camera's on right now. But now that's gone. And this is actually the first time since the flood that I've been down here. And I wanted to just come by the river, and as soon as I stepped onto these stones, I felt sad, and maybe I wasn't ready till now, I think, to come down here. And I've always listened to the river since I moved here, to this particular river, and its sound was it's like a music, a very joyful, beautiful music coming from Mother Earth's resonance, and I would always feel there was nothing but the pure and delightful peace flowing through the river. And now that sound has really changed, and I wasn't looking for it. My first thoughts as I came down here and sat were, oh, Mother Earth is so powerful. There's going to be a distinct difference between her voice and the river's voice, and I know the contaminants that are now flowing through it. And I even had the feeling of how different it is to come down here and actually be beside the river again, and how different it is to see the destruction, the damage, when humans and nature meet, and man-made garbage and garbage of all sorts and all levels meet. But I actually do feel that the water has been wounded, that the waters to me don't sound as rushing as they were. Even they don't sound rushing in some sort of pure kind of continuous flow of just, it's the power of the waters just flowing. Now it sounds to me, listening from my heart, that it's like a music that's been interrupted, a voice that is almost like an overstimulated body that has different unhealthy substances flowing through it and cannot help to change the body. It's a slowing down of the river's joy, and yet a speeding up of this maybe the trying to process itself so that it can heal. I don't know if I'm making myself clear, but it really, how different it is. It's like a wounded person coming to your door is so different than hearing it on the news. There's been so many of these disasters on our Earth. I know when Maui was deeply affected, I so totally felt for those people. Maui, Hawaii, of course, that was an island surrounded by water, and so many indigenous people living there, and just generally tuned in people to the earth and loving that area. And that's just one example. It's so different when it actually happens in the place where you live. than hearing it through some other source far away. So just wanted to, how are we going to remember all we've forgotten in the purity of our connection? That we all, I think in our DNA and our genes, there's a memory of when we were just one with the earth. And we would never, we were like these stones, a part of the river. And it was as impossible to think of doing anything to disrupt the music of the earth. It's the same sort of self-love in which one doesn't want to put contaminants into one's own body, and one wants to love one's neighbor as yourself, because we're all so connected. And that's just truth. That's not just a nice idea. And we're all so connected to the waters. And that's not just a nice idea. That's the truth. We're so connected. We're one with the earth, whether we recognize that or not. And as I'm tuning into the water, I thought, well, how are the stones doing? It's easier to clean them. One could just take these stones home and wash them off and maybe, do something, and then you would feel as good as if they had been untouched by the flood waters. But I actually feel that the stones are mourning too. It's mourning their mother, their river, what's happened to her. It's a process of feeling, grieving. It's not forever. It's not, but it is the reality that the river is now in the process of seeking to heal herself and is not healed, not yet. How will we be when we are not in the process of healing as a people? How will we be when we are actually healed?